What's up, guys? It's Leon, and today we're going to be looking at some Vengar games. Now, Vengar is a strange tribe for sure. You know, they start with the smithery tech. That's pretty cool. Why is it? Whatever. They start with the smithery tech, and that's, it's a pretty advanced tech. No other tribe has a tech this advanced this early on. But the problem is they make up for that by having such horrible resource rates. But something that can kind of negate this is a lack of resources on the board entirely, so your opponent can't get that much of an advantage. So let's say you play a tiny map like these matches I'm going to be showing you guys. You can really take advantage of Vengar, and Vengar can be a real asset and can be really easy and pretty fun to play. So here we're just starting with a swordsman, or you do have the option to train a second swordsman, and that's optional. That's something you can do if you really want to do it. And I don't recommend it because, if you have any chance, like if I can get hunting here and I can level up this city, so I'm definitely not going for the swordsman. Let's say you get a pretty bad spawn as far as capital goes. You're going to have to get like mining or something. Maybe then it's more justified and you can try it and you can do as you will with that, but I don't recommend it, of course. And we're playing against our opponent Luxador now. I could tell from this mountain, okay, we're playing Luxador. You'll get to a point where you recognize skins. It's not that hard, really. Because, I mean, like, Vengar is just all black. Luxador is just a little, like a weird green, I guess. But, so as Vengar, you gotta rush that center. You gotta get there. You gotta try to find your opponent as fast as possible. And if you can find them super fast, you can crush them in, like, almost instantly, depending on the situation. It's like almost Simanti in a way, except Vengar is not nearly as broken and very punishable if it doesn't work. Your economy is crippled. They're just defending it. It's a lot cheaper to defend than to attack. So if your attack is not successful, you're kind of screwed. And so we're expanding here, and we find the opponent, and I just decide, okay, we're gonna level up our capital. We're gonna get a workshop in just because you're Vengar. All right, any confrontation benefits you, and vision is good, but honestly, you need that economy. You don't have any other options, really. So we find a ruin over here, and we train some swordsmen. We train a swordsman. I'm gonna get that ruin, and then I'm gonna just start like attacking this way. I'm gonna start trying to like mobilize an assault. That's their capital right there. We spawn pretty close. It's tiny, so everything's pretty close. But right now, we're just expanding. We're moving, and then he levels up. And his city's already, I think, level. What would that be? Level 3. He's on the way. And he's training archery already. And so he rushed archery. And archery here is an interesting choice. You can go rider road, you can go whatever. And I understand, like, hey, I don't want to do riders because, they got swordsmen. They're tough, they're big units. But, archery works too. And archery works, but only if you have enough warriors down, or the ability to produce like warriors to influence to have an area of control to keep those swordsmen out. Because if they can break through, then you're kind of just throwing away stars here. And that's what ends up happening a little bit later. But, he's giving his shots in, and the problem is he just leaves his archer in the city. I mean, it's just an easy attack, and now he's down to 2 health, and it's basically 3 stars. And it's like, if I lose my swordsman, that'd be bad for me. But the siege on this city would be quite devastating. And we're just moving here, and we find, okay, they're expanding this way. It's 2-2 right now. There's probably a village all the way over here somewhere. I'm assuming that's like the only thing that makes sense. There's a village over here, or there's just 4 villages, which is a bit weird. Or over here. It's anybody's. But I'm assuming by this resource indicator here, there's got to be a village right there. And we're expanding, we're moving, and he starts producing more archers. This again, not good. I just smacked the archer. It's worth more. It defends itself for less. It makes my job easier, and it's just not good for them. Okay, we keep pushing forward here. We give it a smack, and as I said, there is a village, not there but here. You got to be able to use those resources to tell you, okay, this village has got to be either here or here. And I step on the mountain, number 1, just to get more vision. That's always good. And number 2, it puts me closer towards the opponent. And as Vengar, that's a good thing. We got units maxed out at capacity here, so we kind of do need some help as far as units go. And we got that swordsman 1 health. Barely holding on, but still fending for his own. And he's producing archers. The problem is you can't produce archers with the swordsman right next to it. And you're going to see next turn, we're going to siege his capital, and we're going to win the game because he's producing archers. Like, and it's not just not going to do anything. And there's nothing he can do, and so he resigns the game here. In Vengar, you find your opponent's capital. If your opponent starts playing like mistakes like this, it is an easy game, an easy game. And I'm going to show you another game, just because, why not? So, okay, second game we're playing Yadok. Why you would play Yadok on a small tiny map, I don't know. Maybe you're pressed for time. Yadok is like I don't know. You got to find some good connections on like a dry lands or something, or continents maybe. If you're lucky, maybe you can get a decent start going, but not on tiny. It's very difficult. It's not very foreseeable, and we don't know there Yadok yet. So here we're moving our swordsman in. Always go for the center with the swordsman. Like, you have so much offensive pressure. You find a capital or something, they're in a pretty difficult situation. A situation they can get out of, nonetheless, but difficult. And so we find this center village here, which is like, I think, dead center in the middle of the map. And that's pretty good as far as villages go. And as far as position goes. And we find this village here. But now, okay, they had like 2 moves. And we've already found them. And so their capital is right here. Okay, this is where their capital is. And we know. And I got mining, number 1. Okay, we got mining here. And you get smithery regardless, so you're able to level up pretty good, pretty well. And I just got it earlier before I could afford it, just because, well, hey, I'd rather get it now, get it for cheaper. It's Vengar, their economy's going to be struggling, and at least now it'll cost less. And stars per turn, we're not going to be getting a lot of stars per turn. And we find here, okay, they got another warrior here. Both of their warriors are here. I doubt, maybe they've trained a third one by now. We don't know how they're doing as far as that goes. Maybe they're struggling. And we're pushing here. We're pushing down here, number 1. We have a swordsman. Why would we not push towards their capital when the best thing they have are warriors? Okay, we can make some pretty decent progress here. And they're connecting their capital here. We got some roads, and here's their capital. And they haven't trained any units in there, And lucky them, I didn't go for an explorer. Because, but I wouldn't have been able to afford roads regardless. And we're running this kind of like, we got a pretty low economy right now. We only got 2 cities here, but we finally get a level up here with the mining, which is pretty decent. You love to see it. And so we're just heading up, and now he's kind of moving towards our territory here. And I'm just moving because I'm not attacking, number 1, because if I attack, he just trains another unit, and if he attacks me, I can kill his unit. So he's just at odds with me right now. And so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go over here and unveil this lighthouse. I'm going to unveil the lighthouse. We're going to take care of this unit real easily. We're just going to smack him, and a little slim pickings right there. Just make an example out of this guy. And we're probably going to claim this lighthouse too. Get some easy points. As Vengar, you really do need to take advantage of that. And we're just kind of marching around, seeing what's up with our units. We always make sure that this city has like some adjacent units around. So, number 1, okay, I paused it in a weird place. But so this unit here, if you see before, I always had 2 units able to get a warrior out of here because he doesn't have anything else. If he has a rider, it's easier. So, always just making sure I have 2 things. If he ever steps on this, I'll be able to take that out pretty easily at all times. And it's pretty important. You just gotta have tabs on it, really. And like here's like a less situation, but here we just take care of his units. This has an area of control, and now we're training a swordsman. And what he does here, let me see. So he has a unit here. We're not afraid of that unit. We can just train something up. It's at 5 health. If he's just gonna go for the lighthouse regardless. So attacking it's not gonna benefit us much. We do want to go for this village here, but it is a little difficult to reach at the moment because we're kind of in the middle of like a altercation. So we get rid of his units here, and we get some stars here, and we train another unit, and we're just getting good units in. And the thing is, what he didn't account for is I can attack now with this guy because I moved him back. This guy, he's been just trekking around, kind of been pretty chill, nothing's been happening with him. He's just a chill guy, you know. And you know, this city, he's on a road. He's on a road, and roads, I do not think they count if you're not if they're in the opponent's territory. They do not count. But he can still get over here and exert some pressure on a unit he trains. And so he should not, or at least if he would have trained a unit here, he should have hit this warrior, hit this swordsman before. Because now what I can do is that I can just move my unit over here. And it's what I should have done earlier. I think I didn't do it. I don't know why. I guess I was just preoccupied with something. And then I take this city, and I get a veteran as well. So now it's completely, you cannot take this city back. And we're just crushing, and then so he resigns. He resigns here. And that was an easy game. And that's what you got to do with Vengar. You got to take advantage of these like close quarters battles. And I want to see if I can get some. If you guys want to be in a video, like I'm looking for some people to do like an FFA. Maybe we can do like, I don't know. We're gonna do an FFA. This sounds cool. Sounds fun. Like the thing I wish Polytopia had was maybe some like live, like you could watch the games live instead of just like a turn by turn type thing. Maybe like a live game with live feed or something. But you know, that's not everybody gets that, and that's cool. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you got to this point, leave a comment below. I'd like to know. That's gonna be my catchphrase. Leave a comment below. I'd like to know. But either way, thank you for getting this far. I know these Vengar matches, they surely show my dominance. But you know, we got some more videos coming. Upload schedule is gonna look like one video every day, around 2 to 12 from there. And I'm just going to be pumping out videos, and I hope you guys enjoy them. So, thank you so much for watching, and arrivederci, ciao, goodbye, au revoir, etc.